Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome to a Storytime Saturday. If you don't know what Storytime Saturday is, I don't blame you. The last time we did one of these was months ago, and we only did two of them. But the reason we stopped is because a lot of my stories are not family friendly. But now that I'm not family friendly, I figured, hey, what the heck? I might as well tell you guys a few. Let you guys know some of the Officer Wangler, let you know my upcoming as a child, or any stories of my past. But a couple of nights ago, I was sitting with my friends, just telling stories like I usually do, and I remembered I remembered quite the tale from my childhood when I was in elementary school. So, that's what I'm gonna be telling you guys today. So, get some popcorn, get some fucking soda, sit down, and if you move when I'm talking, I'm gonna politely ask you not to do that again. Okay? Thank you. Alright, now for this tale, we gotta go back in time. How far? Third grade, probably. It was elementary school. Pretty sure it was third grade. But in third grade, I was kind of a quiet kid, I didn't talk a lot, but hey, I still had fun. I had friends, and there was a lot of people that talked to me, alright? And there was this group of kids that I always thought were so cool, and I just wanted to be part of that friend group so bad as a kid. So I would always do things and try to insert myself or like join in conversations and stuff. And for a while, I thought these guys were my friends. I thought we were like 7 peas in a pod. There was a lot of them. I can't remember all their names, but every now and then at recess, I would only hang out with like 1 or 2 people every now and then. If not, I was kind of just hanging out by myself. I had a pretty, different idea of fun than everyone else. What everyone else was like, hey, let's go play tag at recess, or let's play football, I was like, hey, why don't we just talk about Beyblades, or Bakugan, or Pokemon, or something, those are pretty cool. Or, let's play with chalk, I was kind of just that chill kid, I didn't want to run around, I wanted to just kind of talk to people. I like talking. I've always have liked talking, and I'm always gonna love talking. I'm talking right now, and you're listening. Because that's what I told you to do. Loser. I'm joking, alright? But you can say it. I was kind of a weird kid. And I used to think that was a bad thing. But now that I'm older, dude, being weird is cool, bro. Like, if someone calls me weird now, you just say thank you. Who wants to be normal, man? Everybody wants to be normal. You know how many normal people there are? They're like sheep, Everyone wants to be normal. Why not just be weird? Be different, man. That's cool. That's what makes you unique. Why are you trying so hard to be like everybody else? Be you. I don't know why this got motivational all of a sudden. Let me stop before I get on a rant. But, I just kind of did my own thing. It wasn't like, I was an outcast or anything. I was a pretty cool guy. I just, was not interested in what everyone else was interested in, It's as simple as that. I can't really overanalyze it any more than that. It wasn't like I was a bad kid either. I was a pretty good kid in school. But, I have a huge procrastination problem to the degree of it was life halting at times. Like, even right now, as I'm recording this video, I recorded that first 3 minutes, and I stopped because I was doing it in segments. In between, I went downstairs, got pizza, and scrolled through my phone for an hour and started watching YouTube, and completely forgot that I was even recording this. I left my recording software open, Premiere Pro was open, everything. I am terrible at staying on track, and in school it was even worse. If we were being taught something that I didn't care about, my brain was 20 miles away. It was horrible. So I always had to try pretty hard in school just to get mediocre grades. It was pretty, depressing, and it wasn't just elementary school. God, if you guys could see my grades in high school, you would see why I dropped out and went to a military boarding school instead. I just couldn't pay attention, except for history. I really liked history for some reason. I don't know why. So I know a lot about history. That was pretty cool. And do you think third graders were interested in history? No, it was just me. But I thought it was pretty cool. But I am getting so off track. Oh my God, back to the story, Jesus. I never really hung out with anybody at recess that I can remember. Keep in mind, I'm a high school graduate now. I'm 19. I was maybe I can't even remember how old I was, alright? But this was a couple years ago. A good few, probably a decade ago. Alright? At recess, I'm sure I played with people on and off every now and then. But I remember for the most part, it was just kind of me doing my own little adventures in my mind. And it was fun. Don't feel bad for me, I had fun. But one day, the group of kids approached me that I've been trying so hard to be friends with, and they invited me to play with them. And I did, and I had a lot of fun. I thought everything was cool. The next day I was sitting by them, they were talking to me. I thought everything was finally coming together. I thought I had finally made a big friend group and life was going uphill. Until one day, these group of kids came up to me at recess and they said, "Hey, do you know what day it is today?" And I said, "No, it's like Tuesday, right?" They said, "No, it's Beat the Midget Day." I kid you not. I swear to my mom, that's what they called it. Okay, Beat the Midget Day. And I was like, "What's that?" And boy, oh boy, did I find out what Beat the Midget Day was. One day out of the week, this group of kids would gang up on me and kick the ever living shit out of me on the playground. And I'm talking, they would beat the bricks off of me, okay? I was going in with bruises all over my body. And I was ecstatic. You probably thought, Officer Wayne, it was probably so miserable for you. Hell no, I thought it was so cool. These guys that I'd want to be friends with for so long had a day dedicated to me. That was awesome to me. Okay, and it wasn't like I didn't try to put up a fight. I was small because, it was Beat the Midget Day. I was a pretty short kid growing up, and, that was an advantage for me. When these kids would be roaming as a pack at recess, and I seen them, I had a good few seconds to run. And I was shorter than them all, so I was ducking underneath playground equipment left and right. Stuff they would have to get on their knees and to crawl under. I was just bobbing my head down and getting underneath. And I was fast, okay? I was zooming, so sometimes I'd get away long enough for them to stop chasing me. But that was not the case for every time, It used to drag me across the field by my ankles, okay? The only time I could get away from them was if I ran to the teacher, like in front of the teacher, or ran onto the blacktop. That's the only time they would leave me alone. Other than that, it was free game. They would beat me so bad, and the whole time I would just be laughing, holding back tears, because I thought it was fun. Looking back on it, it's kind of a messed up story, but I thought it was awesome. And my friends were laughing, I was laughing. It's a pretty funny story. And it wasn't until I went into the 4th grade that, I met one of my best friends I have ever had and I will ever have. I still keep in touch with him today. Unfortunately, we live kind of far from each other, but I still talk to him. In fact, I hung out with him the other week. One day, I was telling him about Beat the Midget Day. I was telling him about how awesome it was. And after I was smiling, telling him about this cool story I had, I looked over at him. And he was just staring into my soul, and he was like, "Yeah, man, maybe you shouldn't hang out with those guys anymore." And I was like, now that you mention it, that probably wasn't them being nice, They were probably just kicking the shit out of me for fun. And yeah, that's the story of how I used to get jumped in elementary school, and I thought it was fun, But hey, now I'm 19, all right? I went to high school with these people that beat me up in elementary school. And you know what? They didn't try nothing to me, because I bossed up, okay? Don't let this be a sad story about Officer Wayne getting bullied. That was my, my weak arc. And now and then ever since then, it was straight up. No downs. I got taller, I got bigger, and nobody messed with me. But yeah, that's a story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I got a few more stories that I'm gonna be telling soon, and they get more crazy, a little bit more cuckoo, a little goofy. You're gonna have to wait for them, because I'm not telling them to you right now. All right, I'll knock you out. You better calm down. All right. But yeah, I guess we're coming to the end, so I'm gonna wrap things up. I hope you guys enjoyed that tale. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.